Welcome back. I'm your host, Darnell Jackson, and in this crypto report, we're going to be talking about a Bitcoin bull is predicting a very slow and painful crash to $10,000 for Bitcoin. Meanwhile, the Wolf of All Streets hopes for 280,000. Okay, who's right? We're going to figure that out. But before we get to that, make sure you subscribe to your favorite channel on YouTube, like the video, and share it with somebody who will like it. Now, we're talking about Bitcoin price today. It can't be both. It's not going to go to 10K and 280. It's got to go to one or the other. So let's take a look at the headlines. And I want you to chime in on your opinion. First, I want to talk about all of the articles that are leading to this extremely high prediction from the Wolf of All Streets. Here's some of the information that may help his prediction. Okay, this is news that came out today from Strike, which is a payment app. And I think they did some good marketing to use the term Strike, because I thought it was Stripe when I first heard it. But it's not Stripe, which is a much bigger company. It's Strike. And they are now going to enable users to buy Bitcoin. And in fact, they are taking it to another level. And they are claiming to be the best financial experience on the planet. And they want to become the go-to service to acquire Bitcoin. So they're talking about launching the ability to buy Bitcoin on Strike with no fee outside of the market spread. So they are coming in and getting aggressive on the fees that you're charged to buy crypto. Okay, this is a positive news item that could help with a high price prediction. Let's take a look at some other news. Now, here is the article from AMB Crypto that's talking about the Wolf of All Streets, who's talking about Bitcoin's going to $280,000. Now, I know you're a subscriber, so you saw my video yesterday featuring Max Kaiser and his prediction of Bitcoin going to 220,000. Make sure you check out that video if you missed it. And so now when he's talking about 280,000, you may think, okay, well, he's in the ballpark. This comes from Scott Melker, aka the Wolf of All Streets. So what I want to do is take a look at his video and see what he's talking about. Here's a quote. Even if it went next month to the top of the channel, the upper trend line, that'd be 158 a month later, 168. You see, it takes a few months. That gets us to 230, 250, 280,000 targets. Let's see what he's talking about. Let's jump over here and let's listen to the wolf in his own words.
Show strength. Altcoins are looking great as well, and there's a ton of news for us to review. I'm going to take a look at the Bitcoin chart, the Doge chart, and the ICP chart today, and also all the news that's driving markets. Let go.
Okay, let's jump ahead here.
Down. That's the 2020 March low.
Here he is.
Oh, so many times.
Back it up a little bit.
First, we haven't looked at this in a while, but the month is going to close in 1 day and 5 hours. So here's the Bitcoin monthly chart. You can see this channel back to 2013 that I've posted so many times. I've been posting this chart probably
it's the Bitcoin chart.
2019. Down, up, rejection, down. That's the 2020 March low. breaking the EQ and now retesting as support successfully for another day and 5 hours. It needs to hold on. You can see here it wicked through when it found resistance. Well, now we have 2 wicks through.
This is from 2 days ago.
Support. If the EQ of this channel holds, which it should,
I'm making this video right now.
Even if it went next
at
month,
1 o'clock in the morning,
that'd be $158,000. A month later, 168 was support. If the EQ of this channel holds, which it should, that's how you get 6-figure targets. Even if it went next month to the top of the channel, that'd be $158,000. A month later, 168, 176. You see, if it takes a few months, as it would, you would think here, that gets us to those $230, $250, $280,000 targets.
Wait a minute, man. $280,000 targets. That sounds kind of aggressive, don't you think? And so that's why I made this video. I'm trying to understand how he's getting to that high of a target, 280,000. Let's jump over to Twitter. We have to check with Twitter. And I love this tweet here from @CryptoWhale. And he's talking about Bitcoin's active addresses on the blockchain network just plunged to its lowest level since April 2020. This data is bearish. It shows demand for Bitcoin is drying up very quickly. Somebody tell the Wolf of all streets, and somebody tell Max Kaiser and all of these Bitcoin maximalists who are making these predictions, somebody tell them to take a look at this chart. The number of active addresses, 7-day moving average, that's published here. Why is it so low? How can you get to an all-time high with an all-time low number of users? It doesn't make sense. So let's get to some other information for you home gamers that are wondering what the price is going to be. Here's some other information that might be standing in the way of a 6-figure Bitcoin. And you continue to hear more and more chatter from government regulators. So now here's a headline from the Daily Hodl. And they're talking about the government needs tools to unmask crypto investors and reverse transactions. That's not good. Now, we know that cryptocurrency was not built to allow this, but you can only try to imagine what type of concocted scheme lawmakers may come up with in order to force this effect. They may require exchanges to hold monies in reserve to cover the effort to reverse a transaction. Here's some example, some more information. They're saying the second fundamental decision you have to make about crypto assets, not only is it truly anonymous, or is there a court that you can go to unmask the participants, but also is there a third party or court that you can go to reverse fraudulent or mistaken transactions. So you can see this type of conversation is not going to end quickly. It's going to continue, and it's going to be negative pressure for Bitcoin, especially in the short term. And here's another article. This one's from Cointelegraph. And it's talking about bulls and bears fight over 34K, and Bitcoin fight over 34K Bitcoin price as 445 million options expiry looms. It's talking about how the Bitcoin bears could take a $31 million lead if Bitcoin falls below 33,000 by Friday's option expiry. But at the moment, both sides are balanced. This was published 10 hours ago. So let's take a look at where Bitcoin is. Jump over here to Coinbase. And you can see Bitcoin has been not killing it, to say the least. And as you see, that article was saying that it needs to go below 33,000. it looks like it might do it before this video is over. So this is more bad news for a six-figure Bitcoin, especially this year. And when you take a look at the long term for Bitcoin, you can see how high it went up to 64,000. What's going to happen to drive double that amount of money into the market? I'm not seeing it. Post in the comments if my vision is blurred. What is it that I'm missing? What camp are you in? Do you think Bitcoin's going to 10K or 280? Thank you for checking out the video. Make sure you share. Until the next time. Hold on. You know what? I forgot. I gotta play the actual video. Let me show you the guy that's saying, nope, this is not happening. And this is the crypto bull. I almost forgot to play this. Let's get to this interview, which makes the most sense about the prediction that's coming up. And he's talking about crypto is going down. So let's jump over to this interview from Stansberry Research. Make sure you subscribe. Check this out.
To Stansberry Investor.
Oh, great to be back. Sorry about the news, or rather my opinion. And
Well, I have to, yeah, I mean, look, I read your last article, and I've known you for the longest time to be a crypto bull. So a bit surprised to hear that you've changed path.
well, I actually changed path in about January, where I actually flipped out of Bitcoin and Ethereum into DeFi, and then after having a good run in DeFi, I then flipped out into NFTs, and I having a good run with that. I then flipped out and said, no, it's all going to go down. And I've been saying that now for a couple of months, pretty much since the top, and it's going to go a lot further down.
He's been saying that since the top.
Going under 20,000 easily, and probably quite soon. And then I see potentially a bottom around 10,000, but I think the 12, 13.
Say that one more time.
I see it going under 20,000 easily, and probably quite soon. And then I see potentially a bottom around 10,000, but I think the 12, 13,000 is a good target for the actual bottom of the market.
There you have it, family. So this guy said clearly that he has been predicting the market to go down ever since the top. What has it been doing ever since the top? What has it been doing? Ever since it was at 60,000, it's been slowly going down, and that's where it was before it got up here. It looks like it's simply going back where it came from. I'd love to hear your take on the price for Bitcoin. Post in the comments. I wanted to make sure I got that video on the end. I almost messed up the video, but I saved it. Until the next time, make sure you subscribe and share. I appreciate your input. Until the next time, peace.